Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a chat favorite and one of the heroes that I don't typically play much on stream. But due to popular demand in this game, we decided to, well, play a Eudora game. And it went pretty well. Eudora, a hero who is relatively inconsistent and is underperforming in this meta. Mostly due to the fact that 5 stars are relatively weaker this patch. 4s and 6s are more dominant. And Eudora naturally curves into a 5-star when you follow a Reform curve or it's similar curves where you take a turn 6 dig. Unfortunately, when 5s are a little bit weaker, then you got to hit one of the good units in order to realistically stabilize. And you don't really have the time to stabilize if you miss, when a bunch of other people in your lobby are taking 4 stars and then blow you out of the game with their tempo. Well, just don't miss. In this game, we take, I don't know, our thumbnail might suggest it, an early elemental line, and you can stabilize anything off of early elementals. Doesn't matter your hero, because once you get rolling with the big Ellies, they're very dominant in this meta. Alright, enjoy. That one game where you hit him for 12? Yeah, but that one was a little bit outside of our control. There's one bad one. Oh my god, what a hit. There's your 4-star, guys. Can you dig it? Wow, yeah, wow. Can you dig it? Look at this shit. This is gonna be a 16-16. You know, just for good measure. And a Nomi on a second triple and 3 elemental board. I assume we triple for a second 5-star. Really little value in not doing that. Like, you could do a 6-star. Just cost you minions. We not bumping versus Alec here? No. Maybe. The reason I was defaulting to no is that he shouldn't have... He should have more minions on the board than us. So his first unit just breaks his Divine Shield beforehand. But he went to 6. Or went to 4, sorry. Which means there's a chance he only has 6 minions on the board. Which I'm okay with bumping if that's the case. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think it's necessary to bump in those scenarios. But I'm okay with it. Would you look at that? It's a 16-16. Second Nomi's a guaranteed win? Yeah, but there's a lot of things on 6 that are guaranteed, or like good wins too. Like hitting an early genie is really strong too, right? Like it's not just, it's something or something. Which one's better on average? Plus you're on 5. Which is a big deal. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still tripling into a 5-star. But there is a debate there. Easiest game of my life. Want to dig again just for lols? I think so. Only has 1 triple. holding a 7-6 in hand. Dig it? Yeah, I mean, we usually float 1 gold. It's very similar to the conversation I was having with, or that was being had, I should say, in Beater Babbitt's channel last night, which was that on APM Pirate games, APM Elemental games too, we brought up, but APM Pirates, digging a second time is actually really easy to achieve because you almost always float 1 gold, because you're buying in increments of 3 and then returning 1 gold to hand. Same deal with elementals. You very often leave yourself at an odd gold, and you would just roll, or you can now just hero power instead. True suicide curve? Yeah, we just have very little value for the roll. His team is in the huddle still. Break. Got it. Cool. Thanks. Our hits suck! Alright, that hit was good. You just gotta hit here, and then 50-50 it. Our hits suck! Can you dig it? Yo, Torsten, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Bofur's Gophers. It's fine, everything's fine. Boo. Yay. Hindsight, I should have done this in a different order. No floating gold this game. I'm debating on just killing off the Nomis. Not sure we can reasonably do it. And these things live, so we almost always do max damage to him. Just lead with those, then suicide the Nomis if we can. No float, I know. No float, no dig. If we float the gold, I'll use the dig. As long as, you know, we have at least 4 turns left in the game. But if we don't float the gold, I'm not going to play down a minion play, right? That makes no sense. Nomi! His red whelps are pros. That was a good hit. Yeah, we like this one. No. Yep. I want to drop the elemental off the board first. Because I keep a 22-22 most of the time. I'd like to keep this. This is about equivalent to the elemental. It's unlikely to stay, but leave my doors open. What? Yeah, we can't really play weak here. It's either here or here. There's very little incentive to be weak. Can you make some predictions? No, I don't do predictions. Did you win anything for placing second? Unfortunately, no Doritos, but the prize pool was really generous. Each team member of the people that got first through fourth got somewhere between $550 and $300 a piece. So it's pretty cool. Even earned a little money yesterday. You saw your video or your YouTube video, Crazy Stats? Yeah, it was a funny game. That was a good one. Bofur's chat, want eternal love? Yeah, this is why I did not greed. Look at this board and say I should have greeded. Like this Omu went to 6, hit multiple pirates was showing. Like, you have to read Eliza. No world I'm gonna greed this turn. Don't give this person a way back. Good song. I think we just roll forever. I hate this game. You can debate on picking up a ghoul early. Hey, would you look at that? We can bank a free reroll versus a 2/2 buff on the board. I think I'd like the free reroll. Which means I either drop Molten Rock or I drop Champion. It's a 25-31 versus 28-28. Against Quillbores, this is little value. Never dropping Nomis at this stage of the game. Buy Champ? I don't think it's Champ here. I think it's actually better with little to no threat of cleave that you play this so that he can't take value trades from his little minions into a big taunt. And leave it open so you can just snipe little things with Divine Shields. Like this can hit over here. Look at that. Look how much value we got off of our little shit. Because he doesn't throw it immediately into the taunt. Best Moby song. I am Confusion. It's okay to be Confusion, dude. Nomi. Acceptable. Very acceptable. We want the free rerolls more than we want the stats. Now the champ is done. Nope. Yep. Still not dropping it. We can still keep Nomi's on this board right now. Not sure what that order bug was, but make sure that everything's in the right position. Okay. Seven dragons from that position actually does indicate that we might want to bump, because he had a Terracosa before. Or he had double promos, so he plays in the Terracosa. 7 dragons usually indicates we don't. He does have a Terracosa, but this is nothing. I don't know, actually, that's probably a bad read. You shouldn't bump here, because without having the combination of Nadina at some point in the game would mean that you couldn't be showing 7 dragons. And we know 7 dragons means no other minions were pulled onto that board other than like Terracosa promo. Maybe Razor Gore as like good minions to buy. Yeah, I shouldn't have bumped. Could have our second gold by now. Yeah, but fewer elementals. One of them seems way more important than the other. Bobby. This guy was mechs before. You could argue the ghoul. Alright. It's time for Nomi to go, right? Like, we can't let this thing get ahead. We need to kill it now. Like, this is the threat right here. This is the thing that wins the lobby if we let it live. Nomi, stay. Nomi, go. If we got the triple, we would have kept the other Nomi. Alright, chat. I'll push the button for you as a consolation prize, but we need to play this to kill this guy. We want this guy dead. Because we can beat this. We can beat this with counter tools. Bye, Nomi. Sad Nomi. But if a Ysera gets ahead with Terracosa promo shit, this isn't as bad as we thought it could be, but, you know, if it does, it actually can beat us in the long term. Didn't need to sell Nomi. Understood. But it's a tactical decision, right? On average, this is the scary board. The 5 triple Ysera doesn't have a Nadina. Like, how often does that happen? I don't know. Our game yesterday? 3 pirates. Now we just play for triples. We only play for triples now anyway? Yep. And Divine Shield's still an upgrade. Only triples, he says. No. Okay, it's a pair. A good pair. There's that triple. It's a lot of stat difference. We drop one of these two, right? It's one of these two that goes. And the question becomes, is a roll potentially twice worth the stat line of this change? 23 health. I mean, he is the scary one, right? We just have to gauge when people are scary and outplay that, or try to counterplay that. I like this. Ditch refresher? Yeah, I think so. That we don't really cycle any elementals for the refreshes anyway, because we're not playing Nomi or anything. Yeah, we need to live 2 more turns to dig again. Alright. We got the button? We got the button. You guys got what you wanted. That's what you're here for. The button press was achieved. Kind of figured this was coming. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 2 times 2. So there's 12 hits here. All comes down to where this thing hits. If it gets one of these two, we should win on the spot. If we hit this, we lose. That's why it's right at 20%. You can also counterplay this with small taunt, which is good, because we always go first. That's a good hit. That's a bad hit, but that should be a win, but not a kill. Good. Good enough. Alright, we get the win, but we don't get the kill. Imagine trying to be a top BG streamer while chat's fighting for the button. Yeah. That's why we're not a top 10 BG streamer. There's really no reason to go for a 6. Actually just dilutes our pool, right? Nomi! He's back! Chat, he's back! We're freezing for Acolyte. What a game. We're freezing for the fucking Acolyte to counter this guy. So our hits are triples. Second Acolyte. Why you always go first? He has 6 minions. Because this dude has taunt the 4/2, and when it dies with Golden Eliza on the board, it clogs his board where he doesn't get his Exodia combo off, and then we win. But for real, that's the reason. A little bit of sarcasm in my voice, but it just 100% counterplays him. Always makes me laugh when I freeze an Acolyte late game. Yep, if he doesn't make a major change, he auto loses to Acolyte. And it's pretty hard for him to do it. He has to play down an extra minion. He has to make the read that we're going to go Acolyte. He needs to drop a Khadgar off the board. Or Baron, actually. Which is like, you know, telltale sniping sign. That you're like, your opponent is going to need to play without its Khadgar and Exodia. Yep. Nope. Alright, here you go, guys. For you. A golden egg? Amusing with the Argus. Zero cost tavern push? Yeah, it's bad. Like, actively bad. You don't want to dilute the pool. I got you guys. You ready? Nomi buff. Interesting. Is that actually an upgrade? I think so. Which one's better? Alright. Is what it is. Do it? Yeah, actively bad to roll there because we're not looking for units that are 5 stars. You don't get an extra tavern spot. So you just dilute the pool, so you take minions that... or put minions in the pool that are bad for you to buy. Damn! Acolyte OP! Too bad he put 7 on the board so he can kill one of them. Would have been good, right? If he only had 1 Acolyte, he's actually pretty good at countering it. Go, go, Wind Fury. No Exodia for you. Yeah, Acolyte's such a good tool against this comp. GG? GG. Yeah, like, if you have ways, there are a lot of ways to counter Exodia Pirates. People just don't typically do it. If you get ahead and you have big stats plus small taunts beats Exodia very consistently. If your board is a bunch of big units, you can drop everything that's not a taunt and put Acolytes on the board, and they can't get enough stats off of their little minions. Mega Wind Fury, we could have had 4 100/100s that have no effects on them. And 2 Acolytes on the board, and we beat him handily. It's not Mega Wind Fury that wins. It's literally the Acolytes that stop the combo. Because his entire board just...